You save lives, you don't take them.
Hello everyone, and with that, welcome to Film Talk Friday, which in my opinion is a very disappointing episode. Today I'm going to be talking about Morbius, which, he's here to save lives, not take them. If he was truly here to save them, he would have, told you, this movie, I had fun making it, but, just pass on this one. So, I'm going to keep this plain and simple. To me, this just kind of felt like, let's just speedrun Morbius, let's have zero connection between any of the characters, a random love interest, which, doesn't have anything to do with, the plot, because, it's just kind of out of left field, didn't really do anything for it. One of the weakest villains, if you could even call him that, because technically Morbius is still a villain, anti-hero, but there's a clear villain who, just... It was like the douche from Spider-Man 3, that version of him, but as a villain the whole entire movie, until the very end, of course. But, I'm just going to talk some spoilers here, because, I really don't think this movie is worth watching. Maybe if, you get, a 24-pack of, Natty Light, some cheap beer to go with this cheap-made movie. Because, the first Venom, people complained about, the villain and the writing. This literally feels like that. Spoilers here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It literally just felt like a speed run to, have Morbius interact with, Michael Keaton at the very end. That's all I got from it, because, like I said, the story was just very, very, very lackluster. The pacing felt so off, and, just, little snippets of his childhood, just trying to, get an emotional connection between, the two younger characters of, Morbius and Milo, actually named Lucian, whatever. But, just, there's no connection. There's no connection when they're younger. I think, the biggest connection was probably Milo and his little fucking note. But, yeah, so the movie, just, horribly paced in my opinion, which that was probably just due to, really bad writing, which, Sony's becoming very known for now with their Marvel adaptations. I really hope with, just, I don't know, I hope this probably isn't going to make much money, because it's already gotten terrible reviews. It's let's see, what's it sitting at right now, live count, Rotten Tomatoes. Audience score 64%, tomato meter 16%. Usually I disagree with Rotten Tomatoes, but this one's kind of spot on. I mean, the action scenes were so just fast paced, and you really didn't get to enjoy any of it, because it does this hyper motion. It's kind of like watching The Flash speed travel when Morbius is fighting, but there's just so much clutter, and it's just very badly shot. I couldn't get an attachment. I couldn't really enjoy any of the fight scenes. The coolest scene was towards the end, where he kind of just magically learn how to control some of his powers. There's zero training. And, all throughout the movie, Morbius pretty much gets his ass kicked. But it's he's had the powers before Milo did. And granted, Milo is consuming normal blood. Morbius is, whatever. So I don't know if that has any power differentiation between the two. I don't know. That was just all over the place. I just want to put my thoughts out there. I'm going to keep this very short because, this really isn't worth talking much about. I truly felt like they really missed the mark here. I didn't really watch any of the trailers prior to the movie because, I'm a huge fan of Jared Leto. I thought, this is cool, a Morbius adaptation. I don't really know much about the character. I'm excited to learn. And, if, you're a fan of Disney, Marvel, you just watched the first episode of Moon Knight. Great origin story. I felt like there was more in that 40-minute, 50-minute, whatever, Moon Knight episode 1 than this whole entire 2-hour Morbius movie. Maybe if there's an extended cut, which I've heard rumors that was 5 hours, maybe then they could tell everything, because this literally just felt like, let's just chop up all this stuff, love story, random fights, because there's one scene too where Milo goes into a bar. It's just completely out of left field. It makes no fucking sense. Cringy music choices. I really didn't want to do this just to shit on the movie, but I literally don't have anything positive to say. Okay, maybe the whatever smoke stream behind Morbius when he's flying is cool. That's literally all I got out of it. I didn't really know shit about any of the other actors besides Jared Leto. I mean, of course, Michael Keaton. But other than that, whatever. They're not compelling. They didn't, bring anything to the table. I would like to see a longer version, but at the same time I wouldn't, because I don't know if I could really sit there through it. Yeah, literally just felt like a speed run to try and set up for, I don't know, I think it's called the Sinister 6, right? Yeah, Sinister 6. That's literally what it felt like, just a just trying to fast track it to that. But yeah, so Morbius was a disappointment. Like I said, maybe if you get fucking drunk off your mind, maybe it'll be fun. A director's cut or something, maybe it'll add more to it, kind of like how Snyder Cut was. I mean, because the Justice League was a terrible movie, but the Snyder Cut proved that it had some great stuff to it. Although, looking at the director's history, I didn't really see too many like movies that piqued my interest, so I probably wouldn't check that out unless someone said, "Yo, this was like amazing." But all in all, yeah, Morbius was here to save lives, but instead he, took away 2 hours of time from everyone. So, if you choose to watch it, I hope you enjoy it, because I didn't. I was kind of sitting there thinking, it's like 2 hours I could have played Elden Ring or anything like that. Yeah, it's a huge letdown, but it just makes you appreciate what Disney Marvel does. I mean, even if it is kind of like cut and paste with a lot of stuff, other than Moon Knight. So now they're starting to like kind of get on the right track. So Disney Marvel's on the upward swing. I know Venom 2 made a good amount of money, but still, I heard the story to that wasn't that great. So hopefully something will give, and the Sony studio will learn and stop butchering these adaptations. Feel bad for Jared Leto, because this is 2 movie adaptations that hit the screens that he did not thrive in. The Snyder Cut, his Joker a little bit was better, but yeah, gonna keep this short, 7 minutes, whatever, close to that margin, and yeah, just hugely disappointed with Morbius, but I don't know, let me know what you think. Like the video, give your take on Morbius. Maybe try and explain to me what you liked about it, so maybe I can join you in that and recollect on the 2 hours I spent and hopefully get some enjoyment back. Have a good one.